Okay, dear survivors of Namalsk, I'm here with a little guide to help you out to get started as a fresh spawn and maybe survive a little longer, at least in the food department. If you encounter another player, you will most likely be dead. So let's go over the stuff where you spawn. Like, players spawn all alongside the coastline of the northern Iceland, like this. So no, not here, just this area. So now let's go over where you can find food. Okay, let's now start over at Lubjansk. Lubjansk is pure industrial stuff. Like, you can find axes, saws and knives over there to cut your food, and open cans, so that can be useful. Also, all alongside the coastline there are boat spawns like this, I think all across the northern Iceland. Check them for fishing rods and hooks so you can fish. You do not need worms to fish in Namalsk. I'd first thought that fishing rods were useless because you couldn't take up bait, so fish are not going to bite, but that's not the case in this one. You also have these three areas here. Those are in residential houses from Cherno. They can contain food. Check houses from Cherno because they will certainly spawn food. There's also a well over here that you can use. The BK stuff is purely military shit. Like, you can find guns there, ammo, clothes, boots, whatever you want, but no food. I haven't spotted a single piece of canned bacon at these military locations, so I would not recommend going there if you're starving. Now, Alakit is a bit of a weird one. Maybe it's a gamble. Let's say that. Like, Alakit contains a hangar, a house from Livonia, and a custom one from Namalsk itself, and a big water tower, I think, that you can climb. Now, there are maybe one or two areas that can spawn food here. Like, you have the residential area from Namalsk itself that can contain food, or maybe if you're extremely lucky on top of this tower, but I would not recommend going there. Vorkuta is then a better place for you.
Hello. I'm doing good and dying a bit, but you know, other than that.
Next to Alakit, I know that there is a scrapyard over there. Again, you're not gonna find... I will not count on it, but if you're going to Vorkuta from Alakit, I will check out. There are a few wooden stands, like smaller stands. You have in Cherno these food stands. Those are a little bit bigger, but I found food in them once before, so you could maybe, if you're going along here, check them real quick and then go over to Vorkuta. Okay, now let's go over to Vorkuta itself. Vorkuta is your best friend when you spawn, but also a very dangerous place to go. To find food, you will need to search the apartment buildings, like you have the smaller ones from Cherno, those from 4 to 5 floors, check them. You have the big ones from Cherno and custom ones, check them all. The apartment buildings in Namalsk can contain loot like food, water, guns and ammo. Also, do not forget to check the roofs of the apartment buildings. Just today I just found a spotter there. I died, but I found one, so yeah. Vorkuta also has 2 supermarkets. In Cherno those supermarkets are always empty, but check them here. They can also contain food. Okay, next area you have is Jalovisko. Jalovisko is about the same thing. Those are all residential houses from Cherno, like civilian houses. Those can contain loot. There's also a well over here somewhere. I don't know where exactly. You have a very big barn in the middle of it. I think the barn can contain food. I'm not really sure, but yeah, you have also a few ponds to fish from. And then you have residential houses from Namalsk. Check them. I'm almost sure they can contain food. Like, remember that you need to check out if you find apartments or residential houses, check them for food. You will most likely always find something you can use.
Are we going to that town?
Now, these areas I'm not entirely sure what they are. Like I said, if you find residential houses, you will find food. I don't think I've ever been there. I have actually no idea, to be honest. Or maybe it's just a rare spawn, I don't know.